Hello folks, Abfielder here, welcome to another Minecraft tutorial, and today it's for a super simple iron farm. This is the type of iron farm you will build when you've got no resources or very little at the start of your survival world, and absolutely it's not intended to replace some of those fantastic iron farms that you see from other YouTubers like Logical Geek Boy and Bomb and all those kind of people. This is, like I say, super simple. Now, a couple of design decisions that I've made with this thing is to stick it on the floor. So if you didn't want to put all these slabs down, you could stick it 10 blocks in the air and that would work. But I don't like farms that just hang in the air if I can avoid it. I like them to, be centered on the ground. So that's what I've done here, and that's what I'm going to show you in the tutorial. This thing will give you about 4 stacks of iron per hour. So I think that's around about 256 iron ingots. I think my hour-long test I got 266. So yeah, let's say average 4 stacks of iron per hour. And like I say, far more efficient designs out there. This is just a super simple design in terms of you just need some slabs, building block of your choice, and then for the beds, the villagers, the zombies obviously, 3 beds, and then for the killing chamber you need 9 gates, 9 signs, 9 hoppers, and some water and some lava. It is incredibly simple to build, and that's what this tutorial is going to show you. Okay, so if you're building it on the ground, then the first thing we're going to do is build a 19 by 19 area. And I'm just going to rattle through this. I'm going to stick it up into fast mode. At the end of this, I will then hover over it, so you can just count that out, but it's 19 by 19. Like I say, you'll just be able to pause the video while you do this bit. Okay, I'm assuming you're back with us after you've paused it, and then we're going to go ahead and start the killing chamber and like the zombie and villager chambers as well. Okay, pick a corner, doesn't matter which one, but then count in 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, come across 1 and place in your first glass block, like so. So count in 5 and place your first glass block. Then it's going to be 7 across in all directions. This is the killing chamber for where the the iron golems will spawn. So 7 by 7, you'll have a 5 by 5 gap in the middle. Go ahead, make that 2 high, like we're doing here. And then the next thing we're going to do is the zombie chamber. So come in and go in by 1 block, like so. And then you want to come across 3 blocks, then turn and come across so it's 2 blocks, 3 blocks, and then come out, like so. Just come out that 1 extra block. And at the end of this, I will, of course, hover over so you can see it. And then just go ahead and fill that in. You want to come out 1 extra block over the back of your iron golem killing chamber. It's going to look like this, so go ahead, pause the video if you need to at this point. Okay, for the zombie chamber, we want to fill that in like so, and just a bottom block there, we want the zombie to be able to see the villagers. Okay, with that being done, we can go ahead and if you're on the ground, we can slab in the entire area outside of our 2 chambers, or 3 chambers rather, like so. And it'll end up looking something a little bit like this when you're done. Okay, next thing we want to do is the killing chamber. So knock out a 3 by 3 hole like so, and we want to go down 8 blocks in total. So that's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Alright, and then we just want to make sure that that is 8 blocks, so you can see I'm counting that now. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and like always, go ahead and pause the video if you need to while you're doing this bit. Appreciate it won't be quite as quick in survival mode. Then just check where the front of your farm is, which is this direction for us, and grab your hoppers. Alright, we want our hoppers to face forward, so we'll have that centre one there, and then all the other hoppers will be heading in towards that first one that we placed, like so. Okay, and then we need to just do something quick for the collection system. Now, you can absolutely do more for the collection system here. I'm just making this incredibly basic for the purposes of the tutorial, and pressing the wrong buttons there. So let me just grab some carpet. We all want to carpet over our hoppers, like so. Just make sure nothing can spawn on those. Alright, we're going to want a chest there. That's where all our items will get collected. We're just going to grab some glass as well. Building block your choice. You don't have to place glass in here. I just kind of like it because you can see the iron golems drop down. Okay, and now I'm just going to punch my way out so I can get up and down to my collection system. So you'll need to do something similar in your world as well. Alright, we can head back in there now. We'll just carpet over those as well so nothing can spawn. Like so. Okay, then above these two, or rather on the top layer of the glass, so there's a one gap between the carpet and the sign. We want to place it in our 9 signs, like so. Alright, so they're level with our head. And then above those we want to place our lava. Now you should get away with 1 or 2 lava sources, but if you can place in them all around the edge, that will be absolutely brilliant. Then head back up, we're going to want to place in our gates, like so. Now you can go ahead and open them up. I will forget to do that at this point and I'll wonder why the zombie doesn't drop down in a bit. Place 4 water sources, 1 in each corner, and you'll end up with the following. Alright folks, and we are on the home straight really. We've got to get the villagers in, which can be lots easier for me. So we're going to go ahead and put the beds in first. We want 3 beds in that chamber, like so. We want to make the area around the beds 3 high so the villagers have plenty of room to move and run away. Like this. Now you could put extra glass here. I'm just going to go ahead and put slabs in. It would look a little bit neater with an extra layer of glass in, but it doesn't really matter. Alright, let's get our villagers in now. They're not going to go anywhere. Like that, they'll instantly sleep. And then we can go ahead and slab it all over so they are safe from lightning. They won't turn into witches. Okay, and then we will also need to get a zombie in. Again, this is easier for me because I'm in creative. Once the zombie's in, he will wake the villagers up. Now, it's important to note that the villagers can sleep briefly, and that's enough to keep the iron golem spawning. And as I said, I was confused why the iron golem wasn't dropping down. I thought it was to do with these husks here, that he could see them. So you will go ahead and slab this off so you can't see them. But the reason he didn't drop down is because I was a muppet and I forgot to open the gates. So just go ahead, open those gates. Once you've done it, he's a little bit in the way here. Once you've done it, he'll drop down. Alright folks, and that, to be honest with you, is the tutorial done. Now, a couple of notes or things to be aware of. If you don't put all the slabs round like I have and it's on the floor, then iron golems can spawn all around it, and that will be a problem. It will break your farm. So make sure you slab it. The other thing is, iron golems won't spawn until your villagers have slept. So if you happen to finish this in the morning, get your 3 villagers in, and you're like, why aren't zombies spawning? Well, wait until they've all slept. They should all sleep ever so briefly. It's enough. After 1 day-night cycle, then the iron golems will spawn. If you haven't built it in the spawn chunks and you go away and it stops working, then you're going to have to wait another day-night cycle. Alright, the villagers need to sleep, and if you go away and they haven't slept, then iron golems won't spawn. Those are the only things I can think of at the moment. I think that's the end of the tutorial for now. If you've enjoyed this video, found it useful, then please hit like. If you'd like to see more of my content, I've done some villager farms, some villager breeders. Hit the subscribe channel, you get notifications when I put new videos on. I'm on Twitter at AbFielderMC, and lastly, I stream 3 nights a week on Twitch, twitch.tv AbFielder. Links for all this stuff will be down in the description. But anyway, folks, I'm AbFielder. Goodbye.